Today, I'm going to hell, and I'm taking you with me. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Stay tuned. Hello everybody, this is your man, the Bus Man, bringing you another episode of On the Road. This channel is your gateway to all of my travel adventures related to motorcycling, motovlogging, cruise, and destination vacations. For those of you who have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much, it is appreciated. And for those of you who have not yet subscribed to my channel, if you do like the content, please consider subscribing, hitting that like button, and ringing the bell for future notifications. It costs nothing, and all it does is let you know when I put out new content. So without further ado, pitter patter, let's get at her. Today's content is going to cover a motovlog. So we went up, me and a friend of mine went up through the Fraser Canyon of British Columbia, Canada. It was a beautiful, gorgeous, sunny day. It was 33 degrees outside, the perfect riding day. Absolutely beautiful. Couldn't have asked for more. At any rate, we did stop at Hell's Gate, and we did go all the way down to Hell, which you'll see in the footage that it contained in the video. Following our little stint into Hell's Gate, we did stop in one of my favorite restaurants up in a little town called Boston Bar. Again, there was a bit of a food review there for you and some footage of the restaurant. From there, we journeyed back down through the Fraser Canyon towards Hope, British Columbia, and we did make a stop in Harrison Hot Springs and did a bit of a walkabout in Harrison. So I do hope you enjoy today's content and all the things that I've added into the video footage. So without further ado, I wish you a great day. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like button, and peace out. Enjoy. Aye aye, and goodbye. Fraser Valley, just up from Boston Bar, British Columbia, Canada. And Hell's Gate is one of the tourist attractions, and there's an air tram. We're going to be going down to the bottom of Hell's Gate, and we'll see what's going on down there, and let's go.
Hello. I'm here. This is awesome. You guys have been here free flights now.
Thank you for waiting.
No problem.
Goodness.
Awesome. Excellent. So this is the Hell's Gate Air Tram. And you can see how far down it is. And the water is looking pretty high and it's moving pretty fast. But we'll get some nice close-ups of that.
I'm here. Everybody's waiting for me.
Imagine.
Can I get a big smile from you too?
No, I wouldn't.
He will just do what you do best. Kiss him. Kiss. Kiss him, smile. There we go. See, I got it.
And we're off.
Today, while we are descending down, I'll give you some historical facts about this area.
Super.
This place is called Hell's Gate. This name came from the early explorer Simon Fraser. In 1808, he came through here in search of a fur trading route to the Pacific Ocean. And at this place, he had to abandon his canoe and take a very dangerous cliff hiking. After that, he wrote in his journal, "This is a place where no human being should venture, for surely we have encountered the gates of hell."
That is so amazing.
And the river here is only 33 meters wide. This is the narrowest and deepest section of the entire Fraser River. Today's water depth is 174 feet.
Wow.
Is that,
174 feet deep.
Yes.
is that average or is that
It's
high
very
or is it
high.
low? It's high.
Very high, yes. We usually can see fish ladders here,
Right.
but they are under the water.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yes, I remember those pictures. Yes.
Oh, have you seen those fish ladders?
Yes, before that, the water was really low.
Oh, so it's not your first time to come?
No, but 10 years ago.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. This year is high.
Yes, it was a lot
Yes.
higher. Yeah.
It's higher than last year. We're here this time, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
really? over there is very good place to take pictures. But it gets very windy.
Okay, that's all right. I like wind.
Wow, that water is... If you fell in there, you're deader than... Alright, so we're just came off of the air tram and we're walking towards the, we're walking onto the bridge which crosses the actual river itself. I don't know if the camera does justice to the volume of the water that's moving. Absolutely spectacular. If any of you come to British Columbia, Canada, ever visit the Fraser Valley, make sure you put Hell's Gate on your list of things to do, because this is something that absolutely needs to be experienced in real time and in real life. I'm not even certain that 4K video footage does it justice. There are millions and millions and millions of gallons of water per minute flowing underneath us right now. So the Fraser River is the largest river in British Columbia, bar none. And all of the glaciers up in the interior in northern British Columbia flow into the Fraser River. And ultimately the Fraser River flows pretty much the full length of the province of British Columbia. There's other water rivers and what have you that feed into the Fraser River, and this ultimately leads out and flows into the Pacific Ocean. And this is bar none the biggest salmon breeding ground that exists probably in the world. Millions and millions of salmon began their trek up the Fraser River from the Pacific Ocean into the Fraser River to spawn every year. The water is really, really high right now. On the sides of the river, many, many years ago, I'll just zoom in a bit for you there, right along the sides of the river where you see that little waterfall is where they put places for salmon. Because of the strength of the current, they're unable to get up to the river this time of year during spring, during the glacier ice melt. So they put these little tunnels and stairs for the salmon to get past the current to continue their journey up the Fraser River. Well, as you can see right now, the water's so high and it's so powerful that the fish would have considerable challenges trying to making their way up the river. So now we've left the bridge, and now we're into the main area of Hell's Gate, the tourist area. Some of the old, the legend of Hell's Gate, the haunted stove. So according to the sign here, legend has it that an unusual incident is believed to have happened in this piece of property in the 1800s, which initially was a railway camp. After hours breaking labor building in the railway, workers known as the Gandhi Dancers the Gandhi dancers look forward to a hearty, well-cooked meal. So one skilled pigtails Chinese chef was selected from the many imported Chinese workers and was jealously guarded by the rail layers. So ultimately, he suffered an unfortunate demise, as it were. And since that time, the stove is deemed to be the haunted stove. So as we can see in this sign, the upper level of the water can go as high as 200 feet. As they said earlier, right now it's about 170 feet. And the fish weigh I talked about earlier is at 156 feet, or from 116 feet to 156 feet. So as you can see from this depiction, the depth of this water, the narrowest section of the river is at 110 feet wide. And yeah, so this forms an integral part of the Fraser River Fishway. Up top, we have some more shopping stores. We'll check those out. We have a fudge factory, an ice cream store. They have a little gold panning thing here. You can do some, I guess they'll either show you or you can practice a little bit of gold panning. Let's head up this way. So, another little bit of history. I don't know if you caught it on the sign, but it says the Fraser Canyon War. And in the summer of 1858, during the height of the gold rush, amid the rocks of the Fraser Canyon, natives of white people engaged in vicious battles. One of those battles took place in this very location. The natives felt their land and homes were being violated by the dramatic increase of gold seekers making their way up the Fraser Canyon. And in June, the bodies of 29 headless men were taken from what is now Dead Man's Eddy in Fort Yale, and another 32 drowned downstream in Fort Hope. These men believed ambushed at night by the waiting tribesmen. It wasn't until the mission of conciliation and peace led by Henry M. Snyder, along with the demise of Captain Graham, who was the leader of the Watkin Guards, led to an end of the organized fighting. So this place does have a bit of history to it. Not all of it is good, but it's important to remember our history, because if you don't learn from history and maintain our history, then you're doomed to repeat it. Okay, so we're making our way up to the various shops here. We're going to stop in at the fudge factory, and then we're going to stop in at the ice cream shop, and then we'll pop in to the restaurant, see what they have on the menu for lunch, and we'll do a bit of a food review. So here we go. So the fudge factory at Hell's Gate. All kinds of things to make the bus man fatter than he already is.
Yeah, I know. Root beer fudge. I can't wait to taste it.
Wow. Yeah, it's a good thing I brought my insulin with me.
Oh my goodness. I'm coming back from mine because we're going to walk around. And I don't think it'll probably won't get.
Rode motorcycles will melt.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, unlike chocolate, it doesn't really melt. You just need to have it somewhere where it's not in the sun.
Thank you very much.
It does ride your bike without sugar.
It'll keep the window.
This is true. If your chocolate's melting, you're not riding fast enough. So we just found out that it's a little too early in the season for I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. So instead, we're going to do a video review of my friend eating his fudge, and we'll see if the fudge is worthy of being consumed. Tastes like root beer. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how does the root beer rate? The root beer fudge.
I would say an 8.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
So there you go. You have it from the official fudge reviewer, Monsieur Mike. And he says, come down to Hell's Gate and buy your fudge at the Fudge Factory in Hell's Gate, British Columbia, Canada. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Yes.
And now we're in the Hell's Gate souvenir shop. Let's see what they got. Just your basic t-shirts, ball caps, hoodies, and sweaters. Hell's Gate, Fraser Canyon, Canada. Got some nice little slingshots here. Absolutely beautiful day to go out for a ride. It's going to be close to 30 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Not a whole lot of traffic out there today either. So this is a nice stop for us to make while we're on the road. We decided we're not going to eat lunch here. They just opened for the spring season. They have a very limited menu right now, and there's nothing there that really appeals to me. So we're going to be stopping at a different restaurant we normally stop at when we're doing our motorcycle rides in the Fraser Canyon. So for those of you who are planning coming up this way or doing a ride up towards this area, the restaurant that we're going to stop at is a regular biker hangout. It's a regular place where you'll see a myriad of different people. It's an excellent restaurant. So that will be our next stop for lunch once we've left Hell's Gate. So this pretty much wraps up the little touristy area here in Hell's Gate, and we're going to be taking the tram back up towards the main parking lot and get back on the bikes and head to the restaurant. All right, so we're back into the parking lot. That's it for Hell's Gate for this trip. It's time to get back on the bikes and get back on the road. so we made our stop. We're at the Old Town Inn Chuck Wagon restaurant, and we're only about 5 to 10 minutes out from where we left at Hell's Gate, and we're gonna head inside and check out the menu and see what they have to offer. Again, as I talked about earlier, this place is a regular stop for us when we come through the Fraser Canyon. They make very good food. So let's go through the menu and check it out. Alright, so we just got our food. I've got the cheeseburger, and it looks yummy. We got the lettuce, the tomato, the onion, the bacon, nice soft fresh bun, side of fries. My friend Mike, he got the BLT, toasted, yummy. Alright, first few bites. Awesome. The meat's good, the bun's fresh, vegetables are nice and crunchy. This restaurant is busman approved. Shoestring fries, good, nice and crispy. They're not greasy. So we're just going to finish lunch, and then we're going to head out towards back towards the Fraser Valley. We're doing a bit of a change of plans, so we're going to be heading out to Harrison Hot Springs. And when we get to Harrison, we'll do a bit of a tour through Harrison and see what's going on in Harrison Hot Springs on this hot, sunny day. And more than likely, we're going to see hundreds, if not thousands, of bikes. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. So, I'm going to finish my lunch, and we'll see you later on the road. We've made it. We've arrived at Harrison Hot Springs. It's hot out. It's like 33 degrees. And we're just going to be popping in here to the Baskin Robbins. We're going to get something cold, find a shaded place to relax for a bit. And then we're going to walk around the beach and take a look and see what's going on here in Harrison Hot Springs. Alright, so we just finished our ice cream at the Baskin Robbins, and we are at Harrison Lake. Let's go for just a bit of a stroll and see what's going on. So Harrison is obviously a little tourist town just outside of Agassiz off the #1 highway in the Fraser Valley of British Columbia. You can see how high the water level is right now. In the winter time, or when the water level drops, this little lagoon here almost runs dry. Not quite, but nowhere near as high. So in the background, you can see they've installed a little water fountain and what have you. There's a boat launch and more moorings and what have you on the other side of the pool in the far background. So Harrison Lake is a glacier-fed lake, and it's one of the biggest lakes in British Columbia, both in size and in depth. The water's actually very cold, but it's a very popular place. They have a lot of festivals and tournaments and kayaking events and all kinds of things go on out here in Harrison Hot Springs in the summertime. So back over this way, they've built another brand new dock and boat launch area. It looks like they have a big water slide playground park area. This is all new. This wasn't here a little over a year ago, the last time I was out here. So one of the things that Harrison is famous for, and also known as Harrison Hot Springs, is, surprisingly, shock, the hot springs, which are located on Harrison Beach, right where we are, on the far end, right across from the Harrison Holiday Hotel. They have a whole area where you can, for free, go bathing in the hot springs. Now, they have an indoor hot spring paid area where you can go, where the temperature of the water is regulated. If you go into the open area in the outdoors, the water temperature is not regulated, and obviously it fluctuates in temperature by season. However, it is free, and you can use it anytime you want, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So now we're walking down the street on the other side, opposite the beach, as you can see over there. And for those of you who are bikers like us, they have designated motorcycle parking here. So when it's busy, the only time you're going to get parking along the beach is if you're on a bike or you get here about 6 in the morning. So one of the best places to eat in Harrison is right here. It's the Greek Taverna. Obviously, it's a Greek restaurant. I've been here probably at least a dozen times in my life, and the food here is absolutely amazing, top notch. So if you ever find yourself out this way, make sure you stop in at the Greek Taverna. It's amazing food. All right, so that kind of concludes the Harrison Hot Springs mini tour of what's going on in Harrison Hot Springs on June the 24th, 2022. So without further ado, we're going to be getting back on the bikes and enjoying a little more wind therapy. Oh yeah. So I am the bus man. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that ring bell for future notifications. Subscribe. Thank you very much. It helps build my channel. You take care. Aye, and goodbye. Peace.